Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the fascinating world of intelligence. But don't worry, we're not talking about those IQ tests that make you sweat bullets. We're talking about the real deal, those undeniable signs of intelligence you just can't fake. You know, those little things that make you go, this person's got it going on upstairs. We're going to break down 7 of these telltale signs, and trust me, some of them might surprise you. It's like a funhouse mirror, but for your brain. So get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even recognize a few of these signs in yourself, or that friend who always aces trivia night. You know who you are. Okay, first up, let's talk about curiosity. You know those kids who drive their parents crazy with endless questions? Why is the sky blue? Why do dogs bark? Why can't I have candy for breakfast? Well, good news, folks. Those kids are onto something. Curiosity isn't just for kids. It's a hallmark of true intelligence. Think about it. The smartest people are always the ones asking questions, digging deeper, and trying to understand the world around them. They're like those friends who binge-watch documentaries while you're stuck on reality TV. No judgment, we all have our guilty pleasures, but seriously, curiosity is like that mental muscle you gotta keep flexing. It's about never losing that childlike wonder, that thirst for knowledge. And hey, if people start looking at you funny when you ask why for the 100th time, just tell them you're boosting your IQ. All right, next up we've got adaptability. Now this one's huge because life, my friends, is full of surprises. And I'm not talking about the good kind of surprises like finding 20 bucks in your pocket. I'm talking about the curveball throws you for a loop kind of surprises. But here's the thing. Intelligent people, they know how to handle those curveballs. They're like those inflatable punching bags. They bounce right back up, no matter how hard life hits them. Remember that time I totally bombed that joke at the Emmys? Yeah, not my finest hour, but you got to learn to adapt, right? Whether it's a sudden change of plans, a new job, a divorce, intelligent people can adjust their sails and navigate those choppy waters. They're flexible, resourceful, and they know how to make the best out of any situation. Let's be honest, folks, none of us are perfect. We all have our quirks, our flaws, those little things that make us, well, human. But here's the thing about intelligent people. They know their stuff, both the good and the, shall we say, areas for improvement. They're not afraid to look in the mirror, or maybe that brutally honest friend who tells it like it is and say, okay, I'm good at this, but I could definitely use some work on that. It's like that saying, you can't fix what you don't acknowledge. They're also not afraid to ask for help when they need it. And you know what? That self-awareness, it's not just about knowing your weaknesses, it's also about recognizing your strengths and playing them up like a rock star. Because people, if you're self-aware, the battle is half won. All right, let's talk about open-mindedness. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with everything you hear, because let's be real, the internet's full of some pretty wild stuff, but intelligent people, they're willing to listen, to consider different perspectives, even if it challenges their own beliefs. They're like, that's interesting. I've never thought about it that way before. They're not afraid of new ideas. They embrace them. They're the friends you can have a good debate with, you know, the kind where you actually learn something instead of just trying to prove your point. Because here's the thing. Closed minds, they're like those browser windows with a million tabs open. Nothing really gets through. But open minds, they're like a breath of fresh air, ready to absorb new information and grow. Let's be real, life throws some pretty gnarly curveballs our way sometimes. It's like the universe just loves to see how we'll handle the chaos. But you know what separates the truly intelligent folks from the rest of us? They're problem-solving ninjas. They don't just freak out and run for the hills when things get tough. They assess the situation, they strategize, they channel their inner Sherlock Holmes and crack the case wide open. It's like they've got this mental toolbox filled with ingenious solutions, just waiting for the right moment to whip them out. And the best part, they don't even break a sweat doing it. They're calm, cool and collected, even when the pressure's on. Okay, folks, let's talk about empathy for a sec. You know, that magical ability to step into someone else's shoes and see the world through their eyes. Well, guess what? It's not just a superpower reserved for superheroes. It's a sign of serious brain power. Intelligent people, they get it. They understand that the world's a big, messy place, and everyone's going through their own thing. They don't judge, they listen, and they genuinely care about how others are feeling. They're the friends you go to for advice, the ones who always know just what to say to make you feel better. Because here's the thing, intelligence isn't just about book smarts or acing every test. It's about understanding and connecting with the people around you. Last but not least, let's talk about humor. Because you know what? Intelligent people, they don't just get the joke, they're usually the ones telling it. They've got that quick wit, that ability to find humor in everyday situations that makes them an absolute joy to be around. Think about it, humor requires creativity, wordplay, and an understanding of timing, all signs of a sharp mind. Plus, laughter's contagious. It brings people together and makes the world a brighter place. So, if you're the type of person who loves to crack jokes, make people laugh, and generally spread good vibes, congratulations, my friend, you're in good company. All right, Brainiacs, there you have it. 7 undeniable signs of intelligence that you just can't fake. So how many of these traits did you recognize in yourself? Be honest. Or maybe you thought of a friend who totally embodies these qualities. Thanks for joining me on this brain-boosting adventure, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more insightful and hopefully entertaining content. Until next time, stay curious, stay adaptable, and most importantly, stay awesome.